Hello everybody, welcome back to the Final Fantasy X walkthrough. We are in the, man, I hope I'm saying this right, but I'm probably not, the Via Purifico. Anyways, all right, we're under the sea. I don't know any other Little Mermaid references, so sorry, but we are. Anyway, there's a little treasure chest here that essentially acts as a vendor, so you can, you know, buy any items that you may need there. Now, all right, so the way this whole area works is that we're gonna be fighting in these I don't know, they're kind of like circular areas, I guess. And the earlier you kill the Evray, the better. So obviously there's a boss coming up, and it's the undead version of the, oh, what was the name of that guy? I mean, it was Evray, and I don't remember the second part of its name. Anyways, it's the flying guardian of Bavel. And down here, we're like I said, we're gonna fight the undead version of it, and it's actually super easy. I think I kill it with 2 Phoenix Downs, which maybe that's a little lame. I don't know. It's just you know, one of those Final Fantasy tricks, I guess. That was, you know, it was present in FF3 or 6, however you want to say it. And I'm going to take advantage of it here because it's awesome. And the reason why you're going to want to kill it, you really want to kill it right here. Because otherwise you're going to lose out on a couple of treasure chests. Now, to be honest, I've never fought it all the way in the final area. So I don't know. My impression was that it's supposed to make it easier to beat, but I don't know, this thing, I mean, how difficult is it to throw a couple of Phoenix Downs at it? But, alright, 8.1k, yeah, that's pretty good damage. Oh, and then Titus has still got auto potion on his armor, I see, so he's still throwing potions at himself. I should have got rid of all of my regular potions so that he'd actually throw high potions, but oh well, I think I did that eventually, but it didn't really make that much of a difference. Alright, so that's that. Like I said, I don't know, maybe that's a lame way to beat this guy, I'm not really sure. I don't know that I really care, though. It's an effective way to beat him. Alright, what do we get? 2 black magic spheres, not bad. And then I don't know what that armor was. Probably something junky that I'm not going to wear. It's the usual. Alright, so here's the first treasure chest. And like I said, if you use the trigger, I think you have to use those trigger commands when you go about defeating Evray there. And I don't even know what those commands actually did. I think what they're supposed to do is seal off the areas, and then you trap Evray in the final area. And again, I don't, my impression was that it's supposed to make it easier to fight, but I don't know, it didn't. Like I said, I've never actually waited. I've never defeated it in the last area anyway, so I'm not really sure. So what did we get in Avenger, and then what was the other? I have 3 Avengers. Okay. I know I bought one. Oh, and then Rematch was the other one. Evade Encounter. I don't know. I'm gonna leave the TKO on. Evade Encounter is not bad though. That's a good skill. All right. Let's see here. I'm trying to play. trying to play and do the commentary at the same time, and it's not that easy when I'm not in the same place. So I'm actually not playing. Okay, I should take that back. What I'm doing is playing in the monster arena like I was the other day, or for the last video, and trying to actually fight and concentrate on a. I don't know if I'd say it's a difficult fight, but it takes a little bit of concentration at least.
Uni! You're all right? We were so worried. It's good to have you back.
Thank you.
Keenock.
Why, you?
I have saved him. He was a man who craved power. And great power he had, but he feared losing it. Trembling at unseen enemies, he spent his days scheming petty schemes, chased by his fears, never knowing rest. You see, now he has no worries. He has been granted sleep eternal. Death is a sweet slumber. All the pain of life is gently swept away. Ah, yes. So you see, if all life were to end in Spira, all suffering would end. Don't you see? Do you not agree? That, Yuna, is why I need you. Come, Lady Yuna. Come with me to Zanarkand, the lost city of the dead. With death on our side, we will save Spira, and for this, I will take from you your strength, Yuna, your life, and become the next Sin. I will destroy Spira. I will save it.
You're totally nuts!
Unpleasant. Very well. I will give you your death. You seem to want it so.
Run! Protect Yuna! Go!
No way! I'm fighting!
I said go!
Alright, so quick reunion there, and then we've got some fighting to do.
Ah! I won't leave Kamari behind.
He's a guardian. Protecting you is everything.
Oren!
That's right. We're all guardians. Yeah, and you know what that means? Yuna, anywhere you go, I'll follow.
Anywhere I go.
Yeah, anywhere.
Well then, let's go.
Hey, Kamari! Leave some for us!
Hey, wait for me!
Me too!
I'll go too.
All right, let's go rescue Kamari. This area is actually a really, really good place to level. The first time I played the game, I spent a ton of time here. That being said, though, unfortunately, Kamari is not here, so yeah, you can't, or he'll miss out on all of it, which is unfortunate because he's going to be fighting a battle pretty soon alone, and it would have been nice to, you know, to level him up a bit more. Granted, I didn't have any issues, but well, it can be an issue. So anyways, this part, generally it's the same. I mean, it's not too difficult. It's just take down these guys that can use the thrust kick. Like that guy is, obviously he was out front. But again, you don't want them thrust kicking your members out, because number one, it removes one of your characters for the rest of the fight. And then number two, that character won't get any AP. So, you know, like I said, take those guys down right away, and then concentrate on these guys in the back. Excuse me. I actually didn't do any leveling here. I was,
Farewell.
actually, so I thought that once you interacted, or once you basically get Kamari back in the party, I thought that we could level here, but you can't. Once you go all the way up there, and basically we're gonna fight Seymour. But once you go all the way up there, that's it. There's no more. You can't take advantage of this spot anymore. And from what I could tell, this is the best. It's the best leveling opportunity for a while. I don't know about how long, but it is for a while. A lot of the battles from this point on just don't give as much AP per fight. You know, which, yeah, whatever. I guess it's not the end of the world, but like I said, so it's not a bad idea if your characters, if you feel like you're underpowered by any means, I guess I would recommend staying here for a little bit. Because like I said, it's just efficient. It's you know, it's really good AP per battle. Obviously, these enemies do hit fairly hard, though, so there is that to contend with. But all right. Anyway, I'm trying to think of like a good range. I guess I would say maybe. Okay, so where is Yuna at here? She's at Dispel. So I actually, like I said, I felt like she was a little underleveled from one of my previous playthroughs, but even that being said, being that I did throw in a bunch of new nodes, you know, I added nodes on her side of the sphere. It kind of still felt like she was doing a-okay. I felt like the Aeons were fairly powerful at this point, so I think she was doing okay. And like I said, my Kamari ended up doing just fine in his solo battle. So I mean, in all honesty, I guess really didn't feel like my characters were underpowered at all. I do know that I have got, you know, at this point, I've been farther along in each character's sphere grids. Lulu there doesn't have the new, or the tier 3 magic yet. And it took quite some time before I got all of those spells. Now, granted, I am very close with her, but, you know, I just didn't quite make it at this point. So I guess of anybody, I'd maybe argue that Lulu was a little underpowered at this point. Oh, and gosh, I completely forgot. Owaka is here at this shop too. I don't know what he was even selling. It may have just been items. I don't know if he sells gear here or not. Obviously, I felt like I was doing okay. I didn't really feel like I needed the gear by any means or anything new. And that's kind of gonna go, I guess, for the rest of the game. Normally, and like I've actually mentioned it in a couple of the older videos, what I normally do is, you know, wait until really the end of the game before I customize equipment. And You know, whether or not that's a great idea or not, I'm not really sure, but it ends up working out fairly well. You just the cool thing, or maybe it's the crappy thing about this game is you just don't really need good gear. You know, you just really don't, because that's not what's determining your stats in battle. I wonder if Kimari felt a little ripped off there. He was all like gonna sacrifice himself, and then it was like, no, never mind, we're here. Anyhow, a couple of people have trigger commands here. Titus, Yuna, and I think Orin. I think those are the only three. I could be wrong. Typically, I just do, you know, I just do them to do them. I don't know that I really would say that I needed to. Let's see what Orin has to say here.
Although he was not the man I once knew, Keenock was still my friend, Seymour. You will pay for his death!
Yeah, okay, alright, so Orin gets a strength increase. He's talking about Keenock. There actually is a sphere, and I don't remember where it's at, but there is a sphere that I'll get that, it's basically a quick interaction between Keenock and Orin before Orin left with Braska, and it's pretty good. It's I love that they added some of those spheres in like later on.
You talk too much, Seymour.
All right, so Titus gets a strength boost too, I guess. But anyways, yeah, I like that they added those. You know, it's kind of like I don't know. I guess it's maybe just the way that they tell the story. You know, they do, and it's pretty common in this game where you know, you go through and then later on you realize, oh, okay, so yeah, this was, you know, a good relationship between those two in this case. You know, so I don't know. I guess I just like that style. They kind of give you a little bit, and then maybe there's a bit of a revelation later. For this fight, gosh, I'm trying to think of like really good strategies. I think that if I remember right, the Mortiorchus or whatever this thing is, what is it? It looks kind of like a scorpion thing. I think that debuffs your characters using Desperado, and that's really shitty because, for lack of a better word, it's really crappy because you know, you can spend all this time buffing your characters up, and then he just wipes it all out, and it's a multi-target too, so it's not even like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's crappy. I guess maybe I could, no, I don't know. I was thinking maybe you could summon, but you can't really summon in this either because I think Seymour just dismisses summons. Yuna finally earned the overdrive healer. That seems like it's a bit late for that, but whatever. I'll take it. And I think I spent, actually what I'll probably do here, I may just do a cut here because I spent a bunch of time stealing from Seymour, and I don't know how useful that was. I think they have or he has I think it's a Tetra Elemental. And unfortunately, you know, the way that stealing works in this game, it's not really that great to just keep stealing and stealing and stealing, because eventually it just drops your percentages so low that, you know, it's kind of worthless. It just doesn't make sense to keep doing it. So I actually just kind of extended the duration of the fight, and I didn't really need to. So I think I'll just do a little cut here, because otherwise this fight will take a while.
It is good to see you again, Lady Yuna, but you don't seem pleased.
I'll only be pleased when you're gone to the far plane.
Alright, so I chopped out a little bit there. I wanted to still get the quote from Yuna there when she uses the trigger command. Alright, and here you go. Here's Desperado. So this is going to nuke everybody's buffs. Yeah, there, Yuna now no longer has, what it looked like I had Null Frost on her or something like that. So one of the, I should have brought this up a little bit earlier though too. One of the big aspects of this fight is I believe Seymour counters with, oh, what does he counter with? I don't know if he counters with a 3rd level or 3rd tier magic spell every time you attack him. Hopefully I actually hit him just so that I can see exactly what he does. But if I remember right, you really don't want to hit him. You want to target the mortar body or whatever that thing is. And anytime, or I should say every time that you kill it, it's going to absorb health from Seymour himself. And then on top of that, yeah, here you go. So here's mort absorption. Whatever. Okay, whatever. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Anyhow. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, nighty night, Titus. Womp womp. Lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, wow, I've barely taken any damage off of Seymour himself. But anyways, okay, so yeah, you want to attack the mortar body or whatever. It'll absorb the health from Seymour. Oh, and did I? Oh, it looked. I thought I attacked Seymour there, but now I kind of doubt it. The crappy thing is, all right. So the mortar body is, it only has so much health. So like in that last case there, where Titus did 6,000 damage, I think I only needed to hit him for like a couple hundred. So all of that extra damage is essentially wasted because you can't just overkill the mortar body. It'll just, you know, absorb health from Seymour again. And wow, my characters were getting really messed up here. It's probably not a bad idea to take a turn off from attacking and use like a mega potion or something. But apparently I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go to town. Alright, and here's where it starts getting really lame, because well, maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm only hitting the mortar body, or I'm hitting the mortar body, and it's only got 1,000 health, so it'll only ever drain 1,000 from Seymour. So I think at this point is where I start actually attacking Seymour. That'd be my guess anyway. Or maybe I should say I hope that's what I decided to do, because otherwise this is going to take forever. So maybe at a certain point it's good to attack the mortar body, and then, you know, later on, depending on also, I guess, how much damage your characters can do. You know, if your characters are only ever doing like a little bit over 1,000, then I guess just keep pounding away at the mortar body. But if you can, you know, if your characters are leveled at all, that's probably not going to be the case. It's probably going to be more efficient to go about it some other way. And I think what I do here, or I'm hoping what I do, is bring out an Aeon, because that should really do some damage. And speed this up, because wow, this fight is ended up taking way too much time. Oh, cute. Obviously, you're going to want to cure petrification right away. No, summon already. Let's get this done with. People have lives they need to get back to. Mort absorption. I don't know. Looks like that's that's the name of that spell. Oh, energy rain. Oh, and watch this. I think this misses somebody, which is weird. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different fight. faith is way down here. Woo! Oh no, okay, that hit both. I was thinking of a different fight. There was a fight where I used an energy rain. I think it didn't hit. Oh, I think that was the oh, what was that weird cannon thing by Makalania Temple that the Elbad had? And then I think it brings the negator to the battle. And I think energy rain missed the negator or something like that, which seemed really weird, but whatever. One, I guess, I don't know, one other thing, I guess maybe if Yuna has Reflect, you can cast Reflect on Seymour, and the Morta-Body will try to cast Cure on Seymour, but you can reflect it. Obviously, it'll be reflected off of him and bounced onto your characters. I don't believe I have Reflect. You know, if you've spent any amount of time here, there's a possibility, you know, that you could maybe have that, but is it that useful though? I'm not sure. I don't know. I feel like I just need to bust out the Aeons and use their overdrives here to end this. This would have been, in all honesty, I could have saved so much time from this fight if I would have just done that. I believe I believe the Aeons will only ever get one attack from this point. I think Seymour banishes them, and I don't know if it's in reaction to, like, if you just use an attack. We'll just say that your Aeon was fast enough to get 2 attacks. I think in response to the first attack, Seymour just banishes them, and that just literally one-shots your Aeon. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna Grand Summon Bahamut here, just to get him in, you know, obviously I wanted to start him on an overdrive, and then I'm betting this ends the fight. So I think this overdrive hits really, really hard. So Bahamut here is still the first, so he's your first Aeon that gets basically the break damage ability. Eventually, all of the Aeons will get that, as long as you get everyone's ultimate weapon or celestial weapons. But that'll be much later on in the game. And so, you know, unfortunately, he is the only one that's going to have that break damage limit for a while. Alright, let's see how much this does. I have a feeling like this is going to end it. Boom! Yep! Man, now I don't remember how much health he had. That may have one-shot him. If I would have just summoned, Bahamut right away and used that may have killed him straight up. Alright, let's get our AP, and then... Alright, so 4 level 2 key spheres. Alright, not bad. So that's your reward for overkilling Seymour. And
we escaped with our skins intact, but Yuna lost something. I could already tell her faith was shaken. Yevon had betrayed her. I felt like I should do or say something, anything. But nothing came. I was just as lost as she was. And then...
Well?
We're all clear. We will have to avoid Bevel in the future. Yuna?
Said you wanted to be alone.
Of course.
Wonder what Uni'll do, huh? Think she'll quit her pilgrimage?
That's what you want, right?
Well, if Uni really wants to keep going, then I guess I shouldn't stop her, you know? That's what I think anyway.
Yuna's off in the woods. Kamari's with her, but maybe you should go too.
Must be tough for Yuna.
Maybe you should talk to her?
We leave at daybreak. If Yuna figures out where we're going, that is.
I am tired.
I wonder if there's a way to perform the final summoning and not die. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
I think it might help if you were there.
I feel kind of bad leaving everything up to her, you know?
All right, I am going to cut the commentary here. So like, comment, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do. Hope these guys are helpful though, and I hope you join me for more. All right, thanks for watching.
I am